Trump's in 96. You were shook with Reeves and all the ledge. I'm your, what's that? I smell. Let me count my, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, run. Hi, my name is Dirk Cobain. Like a, here I go to the next episode. Ain't no damn this explosive Beast Coast. Yeah. The mother ride or die for my, strictly for my. Survival of the fittest. That's the sign of the police. I'm indeed cover earth, skirt, lean back.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the New York Jets. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, you know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Allen. Looking deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, 76 yards. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Detroit!
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Balaj. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
They'll set up a throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Set, 3-19.
And they'll run it here. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And now out come the Jets. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw here. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. On 2nd down, here's Allen. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on third down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last third down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down, almost back to the drawing board.
So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here we go. Here we go now. Boom, landed.
On second down, Adams. He'll get 3 up to midfield. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Gone.
From midfield, here's Allen. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He sets to fire deep. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at...
Now Balaj. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Now he's going to let it go deep back over the middle. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. Here's the Jets punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And Denver getting set to take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
The drive starts with a handoff to Adams. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's Allen to throw it. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for a loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Set. 3-19.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
On is the punter King to send it away. Taken right around the 44. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
They'll run here with Balazs. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That is caught inside the 5. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Corey Coleman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And coming out now, the Broncos. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll try the left side. Adams. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And now they'll throw with Allen. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there of 22. Allen now on first down. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. And they'll run it here with Adams. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. Now Parkey for the extra point. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Parkey with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll start on the ground with Balaj. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. They go play action here on first down. That's caught. It's Coleman. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
This quarterback now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here. Then on the ground they go with the running back. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful. That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
And the Jets set to take the field. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Now let's go.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
He got 29 yards that time. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hey. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a play fake here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory as they're down to the 29-yard line.
Lucky 56.
Balaj. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down.
Gone.
He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Watch it now, Barney. Detroit! Gone!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stop.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Gone!
They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throw left side complete. It's Swanson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. This is intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The drive will commence with a run by Balaj. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll throw now on the final play. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw now on first down. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Watch him now, Barney!
They run it with Balaj. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The Jets on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
This one left side, caught by Patterson. That one goes for 24 yards.
Leopard! Leopard! Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
They'll run on first down. Adams. Oh, now he bowls him over. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Gone! 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 Gone!
On play action, they'll throw. And that's incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Going for the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Taking it about the 16. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Gone! 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 Gone!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Detroit! Detroit!
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. On the move to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 41. Whoosh. And now running right through him. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. They'll set up to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They make a good bit of that yardage back as they're set up in much better shape now for 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. They try to get the nose of the football across to no avail, and now it's 3rd and goal. Definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10.
No, check, Patriots! Patriots!
They'll go to Adams, try to pound it in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And he's able to put it through. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get this back to just the 20 with a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A very solid gain of 27. They'll drop to throw. Finds a man with a crossing route. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Hey, got 3. All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19! Hot!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. The quick slant caught, and he's in. Touchdown, Jets. As his guys are in for 6, and the Jets have made this a one-score game.
Okay, I know it's an old line, but it still applies here. The fat lady has not sung yet. She may be warming up, but she hasn't sung yet. There's still an opportunity.
And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So the Broncos coming out now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And now running right through it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. Able to get away. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
Like the footwork back there. I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. They spot it on the midfield. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Oh, no, he lost the football. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Gun!
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 10. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Watch it now, Barney!
Right back to him on first down. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
On second down now, Adams. He'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
He'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Okay, let's decide here. He was open, right? Not extraordinarily open, but open enough that if you're an NFL quarterback,
yeah,
you got to make that throw, right?
Yeah.
That's got to be complete.
9 times out of 10, that's a completed pass.
Yeah, he missed that one and missed it in a big way.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. New York set to take the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
Detroit! Detroit! Back 99 Philly, here we go! Detroit! Detroit! Hot! Hot!
Back to throw here. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead.
No, check, Patriot!
They'll give it to him right up the gut. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. He'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Here's a run with Balaj. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the 4th quarter. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And that should give his guys a spark. He's up all the way to the 44-yard line.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
He's back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Patterson. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 4.
All right, now look at 56. Look it.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for 1 more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big 1st down.
One score down. Here we go.
Detroit!
They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Gone!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Going up top. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end. treated really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Jets, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll have another home date next week as the Miami Dolphins come to town. Meanwhile,
I like when birds come in. Sounds like I got seats in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, you from the back of the. I got a girl, Brad. She go to battle. LED logo the tag. I go in back of the. They all from that. My diamonds, they all look at. This, that. I go to bet on bet. I got the demon on flats. I got a in the back. Haters, they talk the chat. They step on the rock, I'm at. I'm a K-back. 400K. I found out where you lay at. I got the lurking and they hate cats. Pockets stay fat. I got the from the block and they scamming, they know what banks at. I got the work on the avenue, they know what tanks at. I got the that live in the mansion, they know what that. I got some that's up in the jet and they know what that. I came on top of the building, yeah, my we had a plan. We came on top of the building, yeah, my we never ran. Down there, thought that I had a fan. Oh, hey, any 10 o'clock, got a flight out, yeah, I'm going back out to Japan. I got 2 Billy truck and a bitch door with a land. Bruce Wayne, I'm Batman. Batman, I'm best man. I got my step out.